You think you've won, Quinn? You've destroyed us all. Those were my brother's last words to me before the agents led him away in handcuffs, right in the middle of our family's winery. With my parents sobbing and the life they built crumbling around them, I might have believed him. He was the golden boy, the beloved son. I was just the 32-year-old sister who brought the evidence that proved he was a fraud, a thief, and maybe even worse. The question was, did exposing the truth make me a hero or a monster? Before I tell you how it all went down, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button, and if you've ever had to do the unthinkable for the people you love, believe me, you'll want to hear what happens next. I'm sitting at my desk 32 stories above San Francisco, the bay glittering like a sheet of crushed diamonds below. My office at Crestview Capital smells faintly of eucalyptus from the diffuser. Marcus got me last Christmas, a quiet reminder of him amid the chaos of my work. I'm finalizing a deal for a biotech startup, my fingers flying across the keyboard, numbers aligning like stars in my spreadsheets. I'm good at this, seeing patterns where others see noise. It's why they call me the sharpest risk analyst in the firm. Then the mail cart rattles by, and a thick manila envelope lands on my desk with a soft thud. No return address, just a bold red confidential stamp. I slice it open, curious, and find a sleek black USB drive nestled inside along with a single sheet of paper. 3 typed words stare up at me. Look into Viridian. My phone buzzes, breaking the spell. It's a group text from Mom. Don't forget the 40th anniversary party this weekend at the winery. Love you, Quinn. I smile, but it fades as I turn the USB drive over in my hand. Something about it feels heavy, like a stone dropped into still water. I plug it in. A single file pops up, password protected. My gut twists, but I'm not one to back away from a puzzle. I try a few combinations, then on a whim, type Golden Boy. It's the nickname I gave my brother Ethan when we were kids, half teasing, half bitter, because he always shone brighter than me. The file unlocks, my breath catches. It's a due diligence draft on Viridian Dynamics, Ethan's green tech startup, the one he's been hyping to every investor from here to Silicon Valley. I scan the first page and my world tilts. Crippling debt, pending litigation from a supplier, and then the gut punch, a list of assets used as collateral. At the top in cold black text is Ely Estate Winery LLC, the winery. Our family's heart, our legacy, the rolling Sonoma Hills where I learned to walk, where Dad taught me to taste the earth in a glass of Cabernet. Ethan didn't just bet his own dreams, he's gambled everything Mom and Dad built, everything Grandma Evelyn poured her soul into. My hands shake as I grip the edge of my desk. The bay outside doesn't sparkle anymore, it looks like shattered glass. I can't sleep. My apartment is too quiet. The city's hum a faint pulse beyond my windows. I'm hunched over my laptop, the USB drive's contents spilling secrets across my screen. I'm back in Sonoma in my mind, 10 years old, watching Ethan unveil his solar-powered drone at the state science fair. The crowd clapped like he'd invented the sun itself. I stood in the corner, clutching my ecological model of the vineyard's soil health, a project I'd spent months on. Dad ruffled Ethan's hair and called my work a nice little garden project. I wanted to scream, but I just swallowed it, like always. Now I'm tearing through Viridian's public filings, cross-referencing them with the USB's data. The numbers don't lie, but Ethan does. Falsified revenue projections, delinquent payroll taxes, a cash burn rate that makes my stomach churn. Then I find it, a $500,000 consulting fee paid to a Delaware shell corporation. No name, no trace, just a black hole where $500,000 vanished a week before Ethan's big tech demo, the one that supposedly sealed his latest funding round. I call Marcus, my fiancé, my voice steady despite the storm in my chest. He's a corporate lawyer, sharp as a blade, and I trust him to ground me. Shell Corp can hide payments, he says, his tone clipped, professional. Could be for anything. Consultants, bribes, faked data, perfectly legal if done right. His words are too smooth, like he's reading from a script. I hang up, a cold knot forming in my gut. Marcus knows something, doesn't he? I push the thought away, but it lingers like damp fog. By dawn, I'm drowning in evidence. Ethan's built his empire on sand, and it's crumbling. I think of Mom's text, her excitement for the anniversary party. She doesn't know. Dad doesn't know. They see Ethan as the golden boy, the one carrying the Ely name into the future. Me? I'm just the details person, the one who checks the math. The one they'll never believe. Twist, I dig deeper and find an email buried in the USB's metadata, sent from an anonymous account to Ethan. Keep the lab quiet or the deal's off. My heart hammers. This isn't just bad business, this is something darker. The winery glows under a Sonoma sunset, string lights weaving through the vines like fireflies. I'm in a black dress, a stranger in my own family's story, smiling through gritted teeth as guests clink glasses of Ellie Cabernet. Mom's radiant, her arm looped through Dad's, their 40th anniversary a beacon of everything they've built. Ethan's holding court, his wife Chloe at his side, her laugh a little too bright. I sip my wine, tasting nothing. Dad raises his glass for a toast. To family, he says, his voice thick with pride, and to Ethan, our visionary, building a legacy that'll outlast us all. Ethan grins, his eyes finding mine. And to Quinn, my brilliant sister, keeping our spreadsheets in line, we'd be lost without her. The laughter is polite, but it cuts me to the bone. I'm the backdrop, the shadow to his light. Grandma Evelyn, her silver hair glinting, pulls me aside as the crowd disperses. She's 82, sharp as a tack, and the only one who ever saw me. That brother of yours, she says, her voice low, built his first drone from your broken robotics kit. Don't forget who had the better blueprint. Her words hit like a spark in dry grass. I remember that drone, my pride and joy, smashed by Ethan in a tantrum. I rebuilt it. He took the pieces. Later I slip into the winery's study to breathe, but I hear Mom's voice trembling through the door. Robert, another $500,000, are you sure? Dad's voice is steady, almost defiant. It's for a patent, Catherine. Ethan needs it. Our legacy is his legacy. My blood runs cold. That $500,000 consulting fee wasn't just a shady deal. It was Mom and Dad's retirement savings, funneled to Ethan in secret. They're not just collateral. They're complicit, blind to the lie they're funding. I step outside, the night air sharp against my skin. The winery's hills stretch out, dark and silent, the only thing that feels real. Ethan's laugh carries from the patio, and I clench my fists. This isn't just about money anymore, it's about everything we are. Back in my San Francisco apartment, the city's lights blur through my window like a fever dream. The anniversary party plays on a loop in my head. Ethan's smug wink, Dad's blind faith, Mom's trembling voice. They're all in too deep, worshipping the golden boy while he burns their world to the ground. I'm alone in this, the black sheep who sees the wolf. My hands tremble as I pour coffee, the chipped winery mug staring at me from the counter. It's the only thing keeping me anchored. I can't go to them. They'll call me jealous, bitter, the sister who never measured up. So I act. I call Frank Miller, a private investigator Crestview uses for dirty jobs. He's ex-FBI, gruff, with a voice like gravel. I wire him $10,000 from my savings, my voice steady as I give him 2 tasks. Track down the owner of that Delaware shell corporation and find Dr. Eris Thorne, Viridian's former chief scientist. Discreet, I say, no one can know. Work becomes a minefield. My server crashes twice, files locked for maintenance. A key meeting gets double booked, my name mysteriously left off the invite. Ethan's network is tight. Silicon Valley's a small world, and he's got eyes everywhere. I buy a burner phone, my paranoia spiking. I'm being watched, I can feel it, like a hand on the back of my neck. Frank calls late, his voice low. Found Thorne, he's in hiding, some nowhere town in Oregon. But Quinn, this guy's scared shitless, says your brother's not just a fraud. He's dangerous. My stomach lurches. Dangerous. The word doesn't fit the Ethan I know, the one who charmed investors with a grin and a glass of our family's wine. But then I think of the USB, the email about keeping the lab quiet. I hang up, my apartment walls closing in. Twist. That night I find a sticky note on my fridge, scrawled in unfamiliar handwriting. Stop digging. My heart hammers. Someone's been here in my space. I grab the winery mug, clutching it like a talisman, and decide I'm going to Oregon. The Oregon diner smells of grease and stale coffee, its neon sign flickering in the rain. Dr. Eris Thorne sits across from me, his hands trembling around a chipped mug not unlike my own. He's thin, eyes darting like a hunted animal. I slide him a burner phone photo of the USB's data and he flinches. How'd you get this? He whispers. He talks fast, words tumbling out. Viridian's tech, Ethan's revolutionary water purification system, never worked. The demo that wowed investors? Faked with pre-purified water. The $500,000 consulting fee was hush money to a lab tech who threatened to talk. But the real bomb drops when Thorne leans in, voice barely audible. The tech wasn't even Ethan's, it was my mentor's, stolen after he died. Ethan faked the patents, then the lab fire. He trails off, eyes glassy. It wasn't an accident. I drive back to San Francisco, his words a weight in my chest. A fire. Stolen research. My brother, a thief, maybe worse. I'm shaking when I reach my apartment, but something's waiting on my doorstep, a small package, wrapped in brown paper. Inside is my old ceramic mug from the winery, the one I made at 16, its rim chipped from Ethan's tantrum years ago. Tucked inside is a note in Grandma Evelyn's spidery handwriting. A flaw doesn't make something worthless, unless the whole thing is a lie. Your choice, E. I hold the mug, its weight grounding me. Grandma's not comforting me, she's arming me. This is permission to fight, to tear down the lie. I set the mug on my desk, next to my laptop. For the first time I feel something sharper than fear. Fury. Twist. My burner phone buzzes. It's Frank. The Shell Corp traces back to a holding company linked to Marcus's law firm. My fiancé. The man I love. My breath catches, betrayal slicing through me like a blade. Chloe's voice crackles through my burner phone, panicked. Quinn, Ethan says you're trying to ruin him. You have to stop. Think of the family. I hear the fear in her, the same fear I saw in Mom's eyes at the winery. She's trapped, just like them, believing Ethan's lies because the truth is too heavy. I want to scream that I'm trying to save them, but I just say, I'm sorry, Chloe, and hang up. I drive to Ethan's office in Silicon Valley, a glass and steel shrine to his ego. He's leaning back in his chair, feet on the desk, smirking like he's already won. I lay out just enough evidence, discrepancies in Viridian's filings, the Shell Corp payment, to give him a chance. Come clean to the family and investors, I say. Restructure. I won't go to the SEC. He laughs, sharp and cruel. Jealousy's a bad look, sis. You're making this up. He grabs his phone, dials Dad, and puts him on speaker. Quinn's here with some wild theories, he says, voice dripping with pity. Dad's response is ice. Quinn, your brother's on the verge of greatness. Stop this, we're done. The line goes dead, and I feel it, the final cut. My family's chosen him. I walk out, legs unsteady, the world tilting. But Marcus is there, leaning against my car, his face grim. They didn't listen, did they? He says. I shake my head, tears burning. Then he says it. I sent the USB, Quinn. I saw the loan documents your dad asked me to review. I knew you'd find the truth. My anger at him, the Shell Corp link, crumbles. He didn't betray me, he trusted me. He's the only one who did. Twist. Marcus hands me a flash drive, smaller than the first. This is the rest, he says. Bank records, emails, proof of the fire's origin. Use it. I take it, our fingers brushing, and for the first time, I feel protected. Not alone. The winery's tasting room smells of oak and memory, the long oak table, polished to a mirror shine. I've called a family emergency meeting, my voice calm as I lied about a generous buyout offer to save Viridian. Ethan bought it, his arrogance blinding him. Mom and Dad sit at the head, Chloe beside Ethan, her eyes red-rimmed. Grandma Evelyn's in the corner, her gaze like a hawk's. Marcus stands by the door, quiet, my anchor. I clutch the new flash drive in my pocket, its weight heavier than the chipped mug on my desk back home. I start the presentation on a screen, my voice steady as I walk them through a fake financial proposal. Ethan leans back, smirking, sipping our family's Cabernet like he's untouchable. Then I shift gears. Slide 1. Viridian's forged lab reports, water purity data, faked. Slide 2. The $500,000 money trail to the Shell Corp, linked to Ethan's hush money. Slide 3. Dr. Thorne's affidavit, swearing the tech was stolen, the lab fire deliberate. Each slide lands like a stone, ripples spreading. Mom gasps, her hand clutching Dad's. Ethan's smirk fades. I keep going, my voice cold now. Security footage from the lab, grainy but damning, shows a figure, Ethan's height, his gait, near the chemical storage the night of the fire. This ends now, I say, locking eyes with him. He surges to his feet, shouting, "This is a lie. She's jealous, always has been." But his voice cracks, and I see it, the fear in his eyes, the golden boy unraveling. I turn to the door. "I'm glad you're being honest, Ethan." It opens, and Frank Miller steps in with 2 suits, Special Agent Riley and Agent Davies from the SEC's Enforcement Division. A laptop on the table flickers to life, the Crestview Capitol board watching via secure video link. "They wanted to hear your vision in person," I say. Ethan freezes, his face ash white. Mom sobs, Dad stare blank like a man watching his world burn. Chloe buries her face in her hands. The room erupts. Ethan's yelling, agents talking over him, Mom's cries cutting through. I stand still, the eye of the storm. I've dismantled his empire, saved the winery, but the victory is bitter. My family's broken, and I'm the one holding the hammer. Twist. As the agents lead Ethan out, he turns, his voice low, venomous. You think you've won, Quinn? You've destroyed us all. His words linger, a poison seed. For a moment, I wonder if he's right. 6 months later, the winery's vines are still green, but the air feels different, thinner, like something vital's been carved out. Ethan took a plea deal, 3 years in prison, fines that'll follow him forever. The winery's safe, but only because I clawed it back through a brutal restructuring. Mom and Dad are in a managed retirement, their dreams of legacy tarnished. We talk, but it's surface level, like strangers sharing a table. They thank me for saving the winery, but their eyes say I broke their son. I left Crestview Capital. The story of what I did spread like wildfire in the VC world, a quiet legend I didn't ask for. I've leased a small office in San Francisco, a corner space with a view of a brick wall instead of the bay. It's mine though, and that's enough. My new firm, Ely Risk and Integrity, is just me for now, a laptop and a mission. Not just finding flaws, but building companies that last, rooted in truth. I'm at my desk, the chipped ceramic mug from the winery holding my coffee. It's the only thing I brought from my old life. The chip on the rim catches the light, a reminder of Ethan's tantrum, of Grandma Evelyn's note, of my own flaws. I trace it with my thumb, feeling the rough edge. It's not worthless. Neither am I. Marcus walks in carrying 2 cups of coffee despite the mug already on my desk. He sets one down, his smile soft, no words needed. He's been here through it all, the late nights, the tears, the moment I thought he'd betrayed me. He didn't. He saw me, trusted me, when no one else did. I look from the mug to the window, the brick wall solid, unyielding. It's not the bay, but it's real, it's mine. I think of Grandma Evelyn, who passed a month ago. At her funeral she left me one last gift, a letter, tucked in my coat pocket. You were always the foundation, Quinn. Build on it. I'm trying. The anger's faded, leaving scars but also space for something new. I'm not the black sheep anymore. I'm the one who stayed, who fought, who rebuilt. As Marcus sits across from me, I let myself smile. A small, real one. The future's uncertain, but it's mine to shape. For the first time I feel the ground beneath me, solid as bedrock. Final twist. My phone buzzes. It's Chloe, her voice soft. Quinn, I found something in Ethan's old office. Papers, maybe about the fire. Should I send them? I pause, my heart quickening. The truth's not done with me yet, but I'm ready. Send them, I say, and hang up, my eyes on the mug. Whatever comes, I'll face it. For years, I believed I was the shadow to my brother's son, the quiet sister who just checked the math. This journey taught me that the person who sees the details is the one who holds the true power. Don't ever let anyone convince you that your voice is too small or your role is secondary. Sometimes, the person who speaks the quietest truth is the only one who can prevent the whole world from burning down. Find your voice and use it. It's stronger than you think. Thanks for joining me on this journey.